Item 15E, discussion and possible action, possible amendment to the 2020 to 24 capital projects plan. I would like to suggest, even as a place to start that discussion, I think we need to amend the 2024 capital project plan to take out the projects that pertain to the properties on Highway 164. So that would be, I think there's like 7 of them, 2019-1, 2019-2, 2019-3, 2019-4, 2019-13, 14, and 15. And I would move to remove those 7 projects from the 2020 to 24 capital project plan.
I'll second that.
Discussion.
Has that notice gone out, Mr. Chairman?
I'm sorry, what?
You sent that letter out, and notified the realtor?
That'll go up right tomorrow. Okay, further discussion?
While I understand that you have a motion on the table that we'll eventually have to vote for, I'll just offer for the discussion that I saw it just slightly differently. Certainly concurring with your analysis of removing 2019 1 and 2. But I looked at it just slightly a different way and changed the 2022, excuse me, let me word it this way. I changed project 2019-4 from $2.4 million to 1.5. That was the ballpark that we were in before we were looking at moving the campus. I did not change 2019-3 in anticipation that that was still in the concept of the town. I changed 2019-15 from $1.6 million to $750,000. And I left your 13 and your 14 there because while they wouldn't be at the new property, I think they're still in the scope of what the town wants to get done. So I just looked at it a little differently. If we want to look at it in that fashion, you know, certainly there's a motion and a second on the table that needs to be dealt with, but that's just how I looked at it overall.
Okay. I had one other, and we may be kind of heading the same place coming at it from different directions, but I had one other perspective on it. I put together a thing here, not to be acted on tonight, but just condensed to one page. Copy that, but for consideration probably at the meeting on December 12th, just to get a sense of where the town board is at in terms of adding to the fire station, emergency generator, new public works building, salt shed, a couple of their alternatives. That was not tied into monetary figures. I think that's a bit premature, but to see if there would be support for that, so you can take a look at that. I thought that was perhaps a way to start that discussion, and before we get too far downstream on that, I thought we could kind of fold that into the public participation, listening session, whatever, at the second meeting in January.
Okay, so we would not really work on this, and this would be brought up after the public, so then
Well,
you
my
guys are
thought
making
was, at
decisions
least
after the
preliminarily,
public.
well, my thought was preliminarily in December, we could get a bit of a reading of the board on that, but I think that we get a sense of where people are at on that, but that ultimately that would be part of the discussion on the meeting in January. So I was at this point in time simply taking out the stuff that we know is gone. I mean, maybe just to move ahead. I mean, we try to put stuff back in, but I guess I would like to just take action on moving this stuff out that we know is gone. Unless anybody objects.
I have no objection, I guess I'm kind of on the same page with that. I was hoping that we could interject some other things back into the budget
Yeah.
then with the money that we're taking out and kind of.
Clean up and start over on that.
Start over.
Does anybody object to voting on the motion?
Motion and a second, got a vote?
Huh?
Got a motion and a second?
All right. So that's to remove 2019, 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14, and 15. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed?
Okay, so I've got that 4-1 with Supervisor Dur opposed. Okay.
So do you want to move forward with the capital plan at this time?
Yeah, sure, whatever you want. It's on the agenda if you want to do that.
All right. I would make a motion to add I would make a motion to reinitiate 2019-4 for a new fire station in 2022 in the amount of $1.5 million. I would include in that motion an increase in road funds for 2020, line item 2019-5 to $300,000.
To how much?
$300,000. I would add line item 2019-3 for new fire station in 2020 in the amount of $120,000. I would add line item 2019-13 for a new salt shed in the amount of $200,000 in 2022.
Can I maybe suggest that you take these one by one
Sure.
and act on it one by one?
No problem.
I think that would make
So
more sense.
let's start with the fire department, and I'll give you a little, so my motion would be to reinitiate line item 2019-3. Let's make it in the amount of $60,000 in 2020 and $60,000 in 2021. That would be my motion.
And remove State Highway 164.
Well, that's already gone.
Yeah, and,
That's gone.
right.
I think you need to make those 2019 dash, what are we up to, we got 17, that'd be 18 and 19. So as not to confuse those. I
Sure,
think they should
however
be
you want to number them.
18 and 19.
And what are those for specifically, Mike?
For design and preparation work to build the fire station in 2022 through completion.
So this is for a new fire station.
Well, remodeled, for fire station needs, structural, how would we want to word it? It could be a variety of things, I don't think we know exactly what it is. It could be modification, it could be a building in the middle of the woods.
Okay, that's kind of where I was gonna go. If we're not gonna nail ourselves to a specific to remodel this, we could have other plans here can come up and say something's better, like you just said. Put a building out there for DPW. I'll tell you what my plan was kind of, when I thought about this, is, we got a fire truck out here now that barely clears the door, correct? Like about 3/4 of an inch. I see that as a real accident waiting to happen.
It's been clearing the door for 10 years.
No, it isn't that 10 years, I haven't had the truck for 10 years.
We most certainly have.
What, okay, so 10 years. And it's still a problem.
Because we got that truck before I left the department, and that was 2011.
Okay, whatever. My point is, we need to build, we want to build sleeping quarters and we need a break room. What's wrong with taking that part where that truck is and turn that into sleeping quarters and a break room? Put up a DPW building out, like you said, in the woods. Add enough room on the end of that that's separate from the DPW part, put the fire truck and couple other pieces of fire equipment in that building.
Well, with all due respect, I'd rather not design it at 10:30 at night.
I'm not, you brought this up though as to what
Right.
the options are about doing that.
So
I think that's a doable thing.
I would label it as new/remodeled fire station.
Okay, fine.
I guess I'll just comment. I think, and I appreciate what you're doing. I think a little bit on this. I think we've got the cart before the horse just a bit. I mean, if you want to take the budget amendment that we made a couple of weeks ago and take the money that was for the land purchase, and I think your motion that everybody supported was to spread half of it to the fire department and part to public works, or public safety and public works. I think we could talk about that tonight. I'm just not prepared at the moment to jump in to start plugging in this stuff all kinds of years downstream before we've even got a little bit of a sense of what we're gonna do, or even engaged the public in that, or whether or not at 20 after 10 tonight. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways to skin the cat, but I think we need to have that discussion before we start putting numbers in there. And I mean, unkindly, but I mean, you're not gonna build a new fire station for $1,500,000. It's not gonna happen.
Well, we had a
That's
plan
unrealistic.
from Angus and Young that put like $1.25 million on it.
That was for a small addition to this building.
Well, it wasn't small, and it accommodated our needs.
Yeah, sleeping quarters, it didn't have any trucks with it or anything. I'm not interested in.
I mean, that's
arguing
5-year-old
over that,
prices too. I mean,
Well,
do
that's
it for today.
that's why I said 1.5 million.
I don't think it makes any sense to try to plug numbers into years now until we have a better sense and better discussion of what we might want to do.
Okay. I thought we were discussing the capital project plan, but if we want to do it at a different time, that's okay too.
Okay.
I'm all for putting money, dollars in a certain amount, but I don't want to be specific that we have to have it for just an addition to the firehouse. I want to have it open so we can have a discussion later on as to how we want to build it, and where we want to build it, and what we want to build.
So,
I would put the money in there and say for capital improvements to the facilities, or you lump all of them together in one as far as salt shed and.
I mean, this, if you want to comport this to the budget, I mean, you could just put a number in under public safety and under public works, which was splitting the money back out and not have that designated at this point in time. We could pick that up next month, pick that up in January or whatever, after we have a chance to discuss it.
so you place the money in the budget, the public safety to 2020 budget is $363,900, and the public works is $523,900.
But in total, you would put a line item on there undesignated for half of each that goes each place, right? I mean, we've still got the.
Still undesignated.
No, but I mean, 2015-9 stays in place, 2019-5 stays in place, 2018-5 stays in place, 2019-16 stays in place. So Mike's motion from the last time was to take that money, and we have a capital budget for 2020 that wasn't designated for specific purposes, but that was put in those two baskets, right? You want to just pick this up on the 12th of December?
Sounds good to me.
Everybody on board with that?
So we're not doing anything with 18 and 17 and 18? We're just gonna, you want me just to do a line item, a new line, remove everything from your amendment that you just did, and then just add a line that is undesignated fund, undesignated budget funds?
Sure.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not gonna go past the 12th with that.
Go what?
We can do that for now, but
Yeah.
it's not a responsible budgeting process. So as long as we address it on the 12th, I guess I'm okay with that.
Okay, good.